Japanese idol culture is currently at an all-time high. With multiple groups debuting every year, major label and indie included, it's hard to know where to start. In order to understand how the industry got to where it is today, we have to take a look back at where it all began. Hi there folks, I'm Martha. I'm an idol, director, mentor, and your trashy godmother. Today, we're taking a look at the group that is often credited as the first female idol group in Japan, the Peanuts. Now, before we get into the group itself, we have to first learn a little more about the genre they were placed in, Kayokyoku. Literally translated, Kayokyoku means popular song or pop tune. It was the most popular genre of music in Japan's Showa era, which spans the reign of Emperor Showa from 1926 until 1989. It uses a combination of Japanese and Western music scales with melodies that are simple and easy to sing along to. The lyrics of Kayokyoku songs attempt to relate to the everyday person, and the singers of these songs are marketed as cute, friendly, and approachable, with many of their styling and performance decisions dictated by their management companies. Starting to sound familiar? The term idol, as it's used today, didn't exist until the mid-1960s, and even then it didn't gain mainstream popularity until the 1970s, with music shows being broadcast on television. Most idol performers in Japan were still considered part of the Kayokyoku genre until the late 1980s, when idols split off from the genre into J-pop, leaving Kayokyoku to be associated with rock artists. Getting back to our group of the day, the Peanuts consisted of identical twin sisters Yumi and Emi, born Hideo and Tsukiko Ito, born on April 1st of 1941 in Nagoya. Because they were identical twins, their voices were only slightly apart in timbre, and when they sang together as a duo, it emulated a solo singer using a reverb effect. While still in high school, the duo were performing in a nightclub as the Ito sisters and caught the attention of a talent scout from Watanabe Pro. Yumi and Emi were signed to the label and made their debut as the Peanuts in 1959 with their first single, Kawaii Hana, which is actually a cover of jazz saxophonist Sidney Bechet's Petite Fleur. It was an instant smash hit, and they continued to release Japanese covers of Western standards along with Japanese folk songs to great success. Shortly after their debut, the twins became regulars on the new television show The Hit Parade, as well as the hostesses of the variety program Shabondama Holiday, and their tenure lasted for 12 years. Along with their appearances on television, the two were cast as the Shobijin, or priestesses of Mothra, in 3 of the Mothra movies. Mothra in 1961, Mothra vs. Godzilla in 1964, and Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster in 1965. They were also hired to sing songs for the films, the most notable one being Mothra's theme Mosura no Uta. This feature is what gained them the most popularity globally, with Mothra's theme still being used in the monster film franchise to this day. In between their film appearances, the Peanuts released their first original single in 1963 titled Koi no Bakans, and once again it became a huge hit. Popular European singer and guitarist Caterina Valente was in Japan during the time of its release, and she became enamored with the group. She invited them to Germany, where they performed on television, and this led to them releasing 8 German-language singles between 1964 and 1967, including Souvenirs from Tokyo and Bye Bye Yokohama. The Peanuts had become such a sensation that they flew to the US in 1966, performing Lover Come Back to Me on The Ed Sullivan Show. The group continued to release more original singles, including Koi no Fuga and Sayonara wa Totsuzen ni, along with the folk songs and Western standard covers that continued to rack up sales. More film and television appearances meant that the Peanuts were at the peak of their popularity, and nothing seemed to stop their upward trajectory. In 1975, the Peanuts made the announcement that they were to retire from the entertainment industry after 16 years, with Emi to marry labelmate Kenji Sawada. They had a farewell television special, Goodbye Peanuts, on March 31st that year, with their final live performance on April 5th at NHK Hall. A little side note for y'all, somebody uploaded the full Goodbye Peanuts special here on YouTube, and it's phenomenal. These ladies retired at 34 at the peak of their careers and honestly left everybody drooling and wanting more. They're icons, let's be real. The link for that is in the description, and I highly recommend that you watch it. It's, just over an hour and 15 minutes. Just do yourself a favor, get you a little snacky snack and a drink, and watch some fantastic performers do their thing. Anyway, back to the video. The Peanuts made their debut before the term idol became mainstream in the Japanese entertainment industry, but their career trajectory seems to match up with it very well. Between releasing music, acting in films, variety TV appearances, and more, their activities laid the groundwork for modern Japanese idols as we know them today. Yumi and Emi are still held in high regard and are considered entertainment industry legends that still influence idols into the 21st century. For example, pop duo W, that was formed by Hello Project in the early aughts, was clearly inspired by the Peanuts, with both members made to look as similar as possible and even covering their original songs Koi no Bakansu and Koi no Fuga in 2004. If you'd like to hear more of the Peanuts music, I've linked videos from their performances in the 60s and any albums that I could find on streaming services in the description box below. Their voices are really and truly unique, so they are most definitely worth a listen. And if you'd like to hear my own rendition of a Peanuts song, check out a performance with my own group Parfait Party performing Koi no Bakansu in San Japan in 2021. That's linked below and up in the card above. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my wastebasket level patrons and higher on Patreon for making videos like this possible. And if you would like some extra gravy with your idol content, go ahead and check the link in the description box for my Patreon page. If you're a Peanuts fan, let me know what your favorite song of theirs is in the comments, how you came to know them, and if you learned something new from this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of Idol History. Bye-bye!